Hello, everyone. Whoever's watching this, I just wanted to give you something to think about today. So, when we look in the book of Genesis, we know about Adam and Eve who were put in the Garden of Eden, right? So, they were given an instruction by God to not eat of from this one tree, right? But they could eat of any other tree except this one tree. So, after God instructed them to do that, the serpent, which is the devil, came into the garden, deceived the woman, which was Eve, and then Eve ate of the forbidden fruit, and he also gave her husband, which was Adam. And then after they ate of this fruit, they began to realize that they were naked. They began to realize that a lot of things actually. So after they did that, God casted them out of the Garden of Eden, right? So we also know in the Bible that there's a fruit of the Spirit, which is peace, love, joy, kindness, long suffering, patience, meekness, gentleness, and self control, like to name all of them. And then we know that this is a fruit, right? And in the Garden of Eden, when Adam and Eve ate of the forbidden fruit, we were never actually told what this kind of fruit is, right? So, what if that fruit that Adam and Eve were fed by the serpent was actually the deception that the devil fed them, right? Because we have many ways that we consume things. We consume through hearing, we consume through sight, and we also consume through the mouth, right? And we know that Adam and Eve were just souls when they were in the Garden of Eden. They were not yet the flesh. So they didn't actually eat tangible food, but they ate the food which was the word, right? So we know that when you eat of the deception of the devil, meaning you will die because he will deceive you into committing immorality, speaking lies, and doing all of these things which are contrary to the word of God. And we also know this verse whereby Jesus Christ was in the wilderness and he was tested by the devil. And the devil told him that he must turn the stone into bread. But Jesus Christ said, "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word from the mouth of God." Meaning, when you read the word of God, you are consuming, you are actually feeding the spirit man. So Adam and Eve, when they were in the Garden of Eden, they were not yet the flesh. So meaning what they ate was the deception of the devil. But I don't want you to take my word for this. Go and do your own research and tell me what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Oh, and before I forget, another point is that the devil came as light to them, right? By telling them the opposite of what they thought he was actually telling them. So he was telling them how to be like God. So that's how they received the devil's message. But in reality, the devil was actually teaching them how to not be like God, right? So that's the point.